Welcome back to Home Video. This is James. So it's the weekend. Looking forward to the weekend. So I thought I'd have a bit of a movie marathon. Remember, went to the movie marathon growing up as a kid at the cinemas. They'd have movie marathons on weekends sometimes. Some of the selections were quite good, but some of them were quite ordinary. You had things like Cruel Intentions and just Freddy Got Fingered and things like that, where you couldn't really call them. I wasn't into it. So I thought I'd make up my own selection tonight. So for action, we'll start off with the entree. We'll have The Rock.
All that stands between a city and a disaster.
The power of this chemical is way beyond anything you can imagine.
That's why you're coming with us.
Is a man who's never seen combat.
You're a chemical freak.
I'm a chemical super freak, actually.
Sean Connery, Nicolas Cage, Ed Harris. It's good to start on. Good building ground. And for your main feature, we'll head straight into Con Air.
After serving the last of his sentence, Cameron Poe is taking the first plane home to his wife and daughter.
Once again, Nicolas Cage, a whole bunch of other characters, John Cusack, John Malkovich, Steve Buscemi, and that's a good main feature. And for dessert, Face Off if you want, to keep the action theme going. But you could slow it down with Leaving Las Vegas.
United Artists Pictures presents a romance as unexpected as love itself. Cosmopolitan magazine raves Nicolas Cage is electrifying. Leaving Las Vegas.
That's a good pick, I think, for an action mood. If you wanted something a little bit more, with your girlfriend, you might want us to go with Dirty Dancing to begin with.
Now I had the time of my life.
And then move on to your main course, which would be Black Swan.
Feel my touch. Respond to it. Nobody's after you.
Please believe me.
And then for dessert, you'd probably want to follow that up with An Officer and a Gentleman.
You got a girl, male, or what?
No, I ain't looking for one either.
What are you looking for?
I'll tell you something about the local girls that come across the Sound on the ferry every weekend. Just one thing in mind, and that's to marry themselves a naval aviator.
And like I said, these are, you just change them to suit yourself, but these are some picks I'd go with. If you were looking for like a Tim Burton marathon, you'd probably want to go with Edward Scissorhands for the entree. For the main course, you want to do Sweeney Todd.
You, sir, welcome to the grave. I will have vengeance.
And to follow that up at the end, you want to go with Beetlejuice. A good way to kind of wind it down with Beetlejuice there.
What do you think of this?
Now, the party's over.
You want somebody out of the house? I want to get somebody out of your house.
But the fun has just begun.
Michael Keaton doing some fun stuff. If you're wanting to go Western, you can start it off for the entree, High Noon, Gary Cooper, Grace Kelly.
A man's life ticked away. Never have so few moments held such excitement.
Miller!
What kind of woman are you? How can you leave him like this? Does the sound of the guns frighten you that much?
Then you can move on to the main course, Once Upon a Time in the West.
Starring Claudia Cardinelli, Henry Fonda, Charles Bronson, and Jason Robards.
And for the dessert, you could finish it up with El Topo, if you really wanted to go there.
Y me has puesto en el polvo de la muerte. Dios mío, ¿por qué me has desamparado?
¿Me amas?
Sí.
Yo no. Para que pueda amarte tienes que ser el mejor.
Toma otra vez tu revólver.
It's like I said, make it your own. If you weren't feeling any of that and you wanted to get into the horror vibe, you could start with the entree, Bad Taste. You could kind of ease into it that way. And then for the main course you could move straight on into the thing. And then if you wanted to, for the dessert, go straight into the Evil Dead. Or you could mix that up with Nightmare on Elm Street.
She's the only one who can stop it. If she fails,
I'm your boyfriend now, Nancy.
no one will survive.
Or you could just do the Evil Dead 1, 2 and 3. If you wanted to go science fiction, you could go for the entree Alien. And then the main course you can move straight into Blade Runner. Set the scene. And then you can finish it up with Total Recall.
You got a lot of nerve showing your face around here.
Look who's talking.
My name is not Quaid.
An hour we could have Total Recall.
You could go Star Wars if you want. You're making the meal. It's totally up to you. Leave a comment. Let us know what are some good movie marathon combos. Hope you enjoy these ones that I've offered today. These are just some that I've gone through and I'm going to watch tonight. I'm going to make up my mind, figure out which ones I'm going to watch. But yeah, hope you have a great weekend, guys. See you next time. This is James signing off from the Home Video Channel.